Yo, 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 ladies and gentlemen and ladies, I'm going to show you a clip right here. Some of you might have seen it already, but it might be the reason you want a dash cam in 2022.
Video protected.
Oh my god.
Not just any dash camera either, you want a 3-channel. And VIOFO was kind enough to send me their T-130 3-channel dash camera, and it's already come in handy. In fact, my girlfriend that was in that clip, she wants to tell you all a little bit about it. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna head to the shop, get it unboxed, get it installed, and then we'll sit down, talk to Shannon, and hear what she has to say. All right, so the first thing we got is a wireless Bluetooth controller, a professional high-quality filter, micro SD card, the HK4 hardwiring kit, and then the big boy itself, the cameras. So the front camera is 1440 at 2K. The rear camera is 1080p. It has Sony image sensors, infrared night vision, and a GPS logger. And when you first open it up, looks like you have the front camera. This faces outside the windshield, and then this faces inside the car. And check this out. This is actually really cool. This swivels back and forth so that if you get pulled over, you can record the cop. Or if you're doing a run in Mexico, you can record the other guy beside you. If you know, you know. And then we have the user's manual. Looks like Windows static stickers. And then a warranty card. And then we have a coaxial cable, little hard drive device. And then this is the cord that runs to your cigarette lighter. And then we have the rear camera. I'm gonna take you on a really quick walkthrough on how to install this thing. I'm gonna install it on my 22 Honda Civic Sport. It'll only take a couple minutes, so let's get started. We need to install the SD card. Before we run all these wires, we need to make sure this thing works first. Then we need to install the VIOFO app. You can find that on a barcode in your manual. So as you can see, it's hooked up and we're ready to rock. Now what we need to do is we need to run all these cords, and then we can take it out in the road and see what it looks like outside. All right, the front camera has been installed. All wires are hidden, as you can see. And it comes right up under the dash into the lighter. The front's actually pretty easy because you don't have a lot of wire. Now, coming from the rear, this is where it might be a little bit more difficult, but this time I gotta go on the passenger side. All right, that's how much wire we have left over. That's a lot. I gotta figure out the best place to put it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna zip tie it together and I'm gonna stuff it up into the headliner. That's the only way I can do it, really. So that's what I'm gonna do. Putting all that extra wire through the headliner wasn't gonna work. So what I ended up doing was I took all of it and I actually ran it down here, up through here, back through here, and stuffed it all behind the dash. And then pushed the weather strip back on and you're good to go. So as you can see, I ran it from there up into the headliner, down along the pillar, up over the headliner, the whole way down the A-pillar. Stuffed all that extra wire down in here behind the dashboard. Ran it back up here, up the headliner, down in here, and plugged it in. Nice clean wiring setup, if I do say so myself. So we need to adjust all the cameras, and we can do that right from my phone. Now this front one swivels back and forth, which is really cool. And then this one swivels from side to side, which is even cooler. So after looking at it, this one's actually really good. That one doesn't really matter. This one though is sticking too far up in the air. So we have to bring that down a little bit. Maybe turn it just a hair like that. And then both the fronts are good, in my opinion. I think they look really good. You can see me really well. The front looks really good. You can see out there. But I'm going to have to adjust the one in the back because it's upside down. So I have to stop the recording. And it's going to make that noise, which I can't really help. But I'm going to go into the settings. And I'm going to rotate the rear image. And there we go. Now I can rotate it. And that is perfect. We've had the dash camera in the car for a couple weeks, and Shannon was the one involved in the accident. How you feeling?
Good. Better. Much better. Whiplash, concussion, but doing better.
And the shoulder out of joint, the
Yep.
jaw,
Yep. Hip.
and your face, that was all
Hip.
from previous injuries, right?
Yep. Facial surgery 4 or 5 years ago. They had to cut the orbital bone. They had to put a skin graft on my face. They took my ear off to get the skin graft. They had to cut my nose from my septum straight back and skin graft. So the first initial jolt from the Dodge Ram, pushed my scar tissue around. Nerves severed in my face. Everything the jaw even is from my surgery, from being intubated too long. Things that I haven't had trouble with for a year, 2 years since my last accident, where I got rear-ended, same thing, have been fine, and then this happened, which was good that we had the camera so that we could see how everything played out and see how my actual
Right, 'cause
injuries happened.
You showed the doctors, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
When I went into the ER, I went into the ER next day. I don't think my adrenaline went down until that night at like 8:30, 9 o'clock. Then I started to feel a little sore. It feels really bad underneath my skin, but I look fine.
So what do you think about the camera itself, though?
So I want to get a camera for the Pilot. I drive a Honda Pilot. We're a Honda family, which I'm sure he told you. And just to have any footage in case anything would happen. Anything at all. But I said, if you want to see what happened, here you go. And then the ER doctor was able to say, oh, okay, this.
So in that clip, the camera actually, you heard that beep, 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 video captured.
Video protected.
So what ended up happening was, I pulled this SD card out, and I brought it home, put it in the computer, and I was searching all over for this footage, and I was like, oh my Lord, I thought we lost it, right? Well, here what happened was, it put it in its own folder right at the top. I didn't know that was gonna happen.
Right.
So we're looking all over for it, thinking it was deleted or,
Right.
or whatever, and then I scroll back to the top and I see this folder, double click on it, and there's all 3 clips, minute long. Now I set it to a minute to capture each minute. You can set it to 2 minutes or 3 minutes. I chose a minute just to make it a little easier to find the clips. That really impressed me. I was extremely impressed because I actually told her, she called me and I said, hey, we don't have a big enough SD card in there, so unplug it. I don't want that footage to get overwritten. The cool part is, I don't think it would have gotten overwritten no matter what. I think it would have stayed in there. It would have never, because it got put in its own separate file, I think it would have stayed in there. And that is a great feature of this camera.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very impressed with that.
Each angle had its, didn't each angle have its own folder?
No.
They were all there together.
Now they're all labeled. One will say F, I, and R. So F for front, I for interior, R for rear.
Yep.
I mean, and it's time stamped and everything.
Yeah, it was really good. Yep, it was. I was actually, everybody that we showed, my family, my friends, because my parents came over that day, and they're just so impressed with the quality And because I think my dad bought one that was a cheaper brand just to try it, and now he wants what we have. I want what we have also, probably in all the cars, to be honest, especially for our daughters. The safety aspect and the clarity of it it just was really weird to see myself in an accident.
Yeah,
it really was.
I bet it was.
I've only had 3 in my whole life, and to see it, and then the doctors be able to use that footage just to triage me a little better was really, really great.
Yeah.
It really was.
Because they could actually see the...
Oh yeah, he knew exactly.
Yeah.
They knew exactly like where it would have pulled in my neck and everything. So.
And I think you sent the footage to Hunter too, and
yeah.
it might help him out.
Yeah, I did. So I sent the footage to Hunter, and just in case, I just wanted him to see how far back he was, and how, we were asked, did he have his foot on the brake? He was probably standing on the brake because his car just skidded. You can see all that. And he was quite appreciative. He thought it was great video too. It wasn't a fun video.
No.
But
I never wanted to make a video like
yeah,
that.
but man, I mean, we only had it a couple weeks and we already had to use it. Well worth it already.
Yep. Yeah, I can't thank VIOFO enough for
Yeah.
sending that to me. And
Yeah.
yeah.
It could have been way worse, and if it was way worse, it would have been caught on video. It's time to get for every car. Maybe
Probably, yeah.
maybe a gift for our parents too.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea. It'd be a really good gift, actually.
Yeah, it
really
would
good
be.
gift. And it's not extremely expensive. I think it's like $280.
It was a little weird watching myself singing Stevie Nicks the way I get into it. So, and you guys couldn't see that footage, which would have been funny because of the copyright or whatever from the music.
Yeah,
so,
I can't play that.
Yeah, but at least we can see what happens. I mean, even if the girls had it in their cars and somebody reached in and tried to, or had a gun or tried to take them or whatever, that video footage is so clear, so precise. Very impressed.
Yeah,
Very
even though
impressed.
even though the interior one's infrared all the time,
Yep,
that
yep.
doesn't really matter. Not to me, it doesn't. I mean, color would be cool too, but at night it wouldn't work. The color wouldn't work. So, actually, let me show you some footage of what it looks like at night. I just want to take this second and thank Shanon for joining me on this video. She usually doesn't like to do this kind of thing, so for her to do it means a lot to me. I hope it means a lot to you too. And also I want to take another second out to thank VIOFO for sending me this 3-channel dash camera. It means a lot. Thank you very much. Link to their website will be in the description. Go check it out for yourself. And if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. And as always, this was your boy Miller. I'll see you in the next one.
I just wanted to thank everyone, subscribers or non-subscribers, for sending me your well wishes, and was able to use all those to mend myself pretty quick, and I can't thank you enough. Go out there and get one of those cameras.